Hey there, friends. Happy Sunday, April 7th. I know it's been a good long while since I have done a video, and it's just because I have been insanely busy with life and with work and with coaching and everything else in between. So I apologize for not having posted in probably about 6 weeks, but here I am today. So probably the most drastic change you're going to notice is that I cut off most of my hair. And yes, I'm very happy about it. And I love the fact that my head is so much lighter. It didn't help me lose any weight, but that's okay because I had to just chop off all of the dead. I had all this crazy regrowth from when I had the virus that shall not be named 2 years ago. So I decided just to go with a fresh start, and I absolutely love it. So updates on our end. It's been a crazy few months. I cannot believe that we are already in April. In 2 weeks from today, our surrogate daughter will be getting married, so we will be traveling up to Las Vegas for that, and we are beyond excited for her to become a wife and change her name and do all the fun things that married women do. So it's going to be really sad but also wonderful at the same time. So we're really excited for that, and I'll post some photos and things like that after the ceremony and we get back from watching her get married. And then we actually do have a sad anniversary coming up on the 30th. It will be 1 year since we lost my father-in-law, and that's what Corey and I have been talking a lot about lately. Is just, number one, this year has absolutely flown by since we lost his dad. But we continue to celebrate him. You know, we talk about him often. We don't avoid the topic of his dad because it's sad that he's no longer with us. I want him to continue to speak about him and, relish in memories, and really the last few months that he and I had with him and all the time that we spent with him. My husband was with him basically every single day the last 6 weeks of his dad's life. So he has something that he is able to cherish. He's got all that time with him. He has all these conversations that he had with him. So we're really focusing on the happiness of his dad's life. And yes, of course we're grieving and we absolutely miss him because he was such an amazing man, but we are choosing to go more in the happy angle as opposed to the sad and crying and everything else. That doesn't mean that we don't miss him. It doesn't mean that we don't cry at times. I got teary-eyed at breakfast talking about his dad, but it's because of the joy the man brought me and the close relationship that he and I had. That's what I choose to reflect on and remember. So we do have that coming up. I've really been trying to help my husband prepare for it. The year after my dad died, it was rough. The 9 months immediately after my dad died was horrible and actually led me to this journey that I am now on. But, my husband, he kind of went down the same path I did as far as food. Food was his comfort. He ate the things that he thought would make him feel better. He ate a bunch of chips. He ate cookies. He ate tons of sugar. He drank quite a bit and realized that it wasn't actually bringing him true happiness. It wasn't actually bringing him comfort. And so since the beginning of the year, we've been working a lot on redirecting that type of energy and those emotions and feelings and everything else. Let me tell you how freaking amazing my husband looks right now. He is down 30 pounds since the beginning of the year. I think we weighed him. I don't even think we weighed him for the first time until January 10th. He is down to below what he weighed when he got out of the Air Force back in 2012. And the muscle he is building in his body, on his body, whatever, is noticeable. Like yesterday, we were messing around at the gym and he flexed and my eyes got wide because I said, "You've never had biceps look like this the entire 19 years that we have been together. holy crap. And he kind of blushed because he's not realizing how much of an improvement he's making in his body, but just overall as well, in his mental health, everything else. It's all going the right direction. So, and we talk a lot. My husband and I communicate a lot, which is, I feel, very important for healing and just also to keep our relationship strong. So we talk. We have the low carb cruise coming up next month. I cannot believe it's like 6 weeks away, and we go and fly to Orlando, and we're there for 2 days, and then we get on our ship and we have 8 nights and 9 days on the adventure of the seas. I'm so excited. I'm really excited for a vacation. I'm really excited to listen to the speakers that we have for the cruise this year, because there is a stellar lineup. And I think I might be even most excited about the fact that I get to share a testimonial. I get to share a brief portion of my story. I have a very short period of time to do it, and you guys know that I like to talk. So I have to really start practicing on how I'm going to do my presentation, because I have 15 minutes to be able to just spill as much about myself and my journey as possible. So that's going to take a little bit of practice. My Muscle Mommies strength training program, I have started phase 2 on that. And my husband's actually doing the same program with me. So yes, it's Muscle Mommies, but it's also Muscle Daddy because he's doing it as well. It's a strength training program. Men and or women can do it. It doesn't matter. He just lifts much heavier than I do at this point, which is okay because I'd rather he be big and burly and strong and but here are my beginning photos and my 11-week photos to see a little bit of a difference. It's funny because I've noticed that especially my arms, especially this arm, like, woo, look at that skin dangling. That's pretty bad. But at the same time, everything else up here is tightening up and I'm losing more fat in these chunky arms that I've always had. But that just results in my aging skin, because yes, it is aging. I am 47 years old. I am not old, but my skin is not going to bounce back with the elasticity of a 27-year-old. Even when I was 27 years old, my arms did not bounce back from being overweight or just being this body. You know, I mean, I've always had big arms. I've always had a big belly. I've always had big thighs. My entire life, from the time I was a little girl. I actually found a picture of myself from, I was probably 4 years old. It was on an Easter, and I was in my outfit, and here I am with these, you know, these arms at 4 years old. So it's just me. That's my body. That is, it's not going to change no matter how much working out I do. I cannot change the epigenetics that I've got within my system, and that's okay, because now I am growing to embrace the me that I have and make the best of it that I absolutely can, instead of dwelling on the negative of my arms are never going to look like so-and-so's. I'm never going to have a flat stomach like so-and-so. In order for me to have a flat stomach, I'm going to tell you straight out, I will have to have plastic surgery. I have an apron belly that I've had since I was 20 years old. And that was from being pregnant with my son. I had a 9-pound baby, but I also have the body of every female on my dad's side of the family. Every female on our side of the family who has had a child has this apron belly. It is not fat. It is skin. It just never went back. Even when I was 20 years old, I stretched myself way out. I had a big old baby boy, and it didn't go back to the way it should have. When I got down to 179 pounds, I still had a hanging belly. So unless I have, $12,000 to go have plastic surgery down in Mexico and get a tummy tuck and liposuction and so on and so forth, it ain't happening. And that's okay, because I know that I'm doing what I need to do in order to improve myself as much as I can without surgical intervention. So thank you, Honeylove, for coming through and, coming through clutch, holding in this gut when I need it to. With regards to my weight loss, I don't think I have dropped any significant amount of weight since the beginning of the year because I started the strength training program. I think I'm honestly kind of holding strong at like 226 pounds. I need to weigh myself tomorrow, but I've just had little fluctuations in how things, but body fat is going down, skeletal muscle mass is going up, and that's all that I care about. What number it is on the scale is okay, as long as those two numbers are shifting like they're supposed to and going in the direction they are supposed to. I am okay with it. I know my body comp is changing. I know it is improving. I can wear a dress that I could not squeeze my fat ass into last year. I could not even get it over my butt when we were on the cruise last year. And this is a dress that I had bought for a Christmas party in 2022. I blamed the fact that I had done so many squats that it had made my derriere so much bigger that I couldn't get this dress to fit. Guess what? It fits, it zips. I can sit in it without shapewear on, and I am taking it on the cruise with me. So I am really excited, and I do not care what the weight is on my scale because I know my body is changing, my body is shrinking, my muscle tone is so much better. The weight that I can lift now is absolutely something I never thought that I would be doing at the age of 47. And I can't wait to keep improving it and showing myself how truly strong I am. So on that note, we're going to end on a happy note. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your week. I will try and do better about checking in, just giving you guys updates on things that are going on. April is just madness for us. May is going to be just about as busy, but I am going to be intentional on trying to post and hear more and even include some more lessons and things like that for people who might want to see things. I haven't been doing many recipes or much other like exciting cooking just because I'm keeping things simple right now because simple is sustainable and it's working for me at this point. But if I do anything interesting, I will be sure to post here, okay? Have a great week, guys. Happy April, and I will see you soon. Bye.